Well, good morning everybody. It's actually afternoon right now, about 11 o'clock. Not on the water first thing in the morning. Kind of relaxed this morning, had some coffee, and got that itch to fish. Got that itch to go fishing. Yes, I'll say it again. One of my favorite things about being in New York is everything is super close, super easy to access. So I drove literally about 2 minutes down the road, maybe not even. Launched right behind me. You can see we've got a lock system here and kind of a cool history here. This is actually one of the spots that I grew up bank fishing with my grandpa, and have a lot of memories here. Have a ton of memories catching fish. They actually used to have a dock right near that lock. It looks like they took it down, but we'd fish off that dock with night crawlers, minnows, crawfish, and we'd catch a lot of fish. We'd catch anything from small panfish, bluegill, rock bass to big largemouth, big smallmouth. And yeah, just a place that I have a lot of memories fishing. And even when I got a kayak for the first time, shoot, like 10 years ago, 10, 11 years ago, this is the first place I actually took the kayak. I launched it, fished around this little area and caught a bunch of fish. It was around the same time of year. That is definitely what fueled the addiction for kayak fishing and getting in these somewhat hard to access areas with a little plastic boat and catching a bunch of fish. Man, I'm excited to fish it again. I haven't fished it in a long time. I fished it intermittently over the past, like, I don't even know, not a lot. It's kind of been hit or miss, mainly miss, but I know that there's potential in here. It's that time of year where fish will show up. You can see them. I'm already seeing fish everywhere, so I'm a little excited. But yeah, that's today's video, fishing a place I grew up bank fishing and where I took my kayak out for the first time ever. So definitely a lot different as far as the equipment goes, the rods, the reels, the baits, the kayak itself, but it's all the same. It's still fishing. So let's get started. Let's go fishing, see what happens. I know what the answer is going to be for bait, or most productive bait, but I do kind of want to mix it up today, see if we can get on something else. I have a feeling, yes, you guys know, 5-inch worm should work. That's actually, I think, 10 years ago what I caught him on. Weightless worm. Wacky. Always wacky. They're surprisingly spooky. They were like seeing me and then they're moving off their bed. It's very surprising. I always thought that happened like when fish got a lot of pressure. I think it's more having to do with the time of year and just being shallow and then seeing somebody. They're like, what is that big alien hovercraft coming towards me? Oh, by the way, that overlaid picture in the beginning, anyone think I should bring that haircut back? Little ones to bite. Man, they're everywhere though. A bunch of 2-pounders around here. I've seen a couple of maybe 4 or 5-pounders. I am very surprised they're this picky. They're never easy. I always got to figure them out somehow. Look at that, see that? Giant northern pike just followed the chatter. Oh man. Surprised he didn't commit. He was hungry. That was a big one. That was a 30+ incher. Yeah, maybe these fish want to chase? I don't know. I've seen so many dang fish. Well, what's new? That's always me. I'm always seeing them. A lot of them, I mean, a lot of the bait fish are subsurface, and then the bass are on beds. There's a bunch of carp up shallow too. I've seen a few bass chase like little bait fish, little bluegill off their bed. So maybe a gill imitator. Let's see what that looks like. Oof. Oh look, little bass immediately chased it out. buzzbait, really? That's what they're gonna do? Get him to react? Oh my god. I'll be honest, I wanted to throw like a Chapo or something like that, but I didn't have any at home. I didn't even have any buzzbaits except this single buzzbait. I don't even know what this buzzbait is, but that was like what, 4 casts with it and we got one to bite. Like I said, there, I mean, we're in 18 foot of water. You can see all the fish suspended. I can see them too, like hanging by the trees. I don't know if that means anything, but if it does, looks like I'll be going to Bass Pro Shops tonight and picking up some more buzzbaits. I didn't even have my standard trailer for this either. That one came right from that tree. They're hanging around, I mean, definitely the trees, but everywhere. Like, I can see them in the distance. Some are carp, but some are bass. It's got a nice squeak to it, whatever it is. Might be a Cavatron buzzbait, I want to say. Yeah, it's a buzzbait day. The only thing is I'm seeing way bigger ones than this. And I mean, he's choking it too. Huh. Dang it, why do you guys always gotta eat the bait I don't have any more of? I mean, I can't complain. Buzzbait bite is super cool. And I still know there's bedfish that we haven't even tried to fish for yet. Yeah, what's funny is the last time I, seriously kayak fished, I say seriously, but just kayak fished this, it was, yeah, like 9-10 years ago, and I don't even know what a buzzbait was back then. I think the only thing I brought out here was a Senko and maybe another Senko in a different color. I mean, it worked, but just wasn't as versed bait-wise and presentation-wise back then, obviously. This buzzbait, I'm telling you, has probably been sitting in a tackle box for a solid 8 years. Well, I hope they didn't like the skirt that much, because they ain't getting it. I'll just get some weeds on it. That'll be my skirt. Oh man, look at them all right here. Bunch of you fellas. Look at that one. Oh! Oh! That was a perfect example right there why this is working. I'm taking them off guard and they're just reacting to it. Well, that would have been very cool. That confirms this buzzbait thing. Here he is right there. Dang. That would have been up there, one of the coolest catches, well, maybe of all time for me. You rarely see that happen. It's a big one too. Yeah, I think tonight we're going to Bass Pro Shops, getting some buzzbaits, and we're coming back here tomorrow morning, because this could be a lot. I mean, it's fun right now, but it could be even more fun. You know what I mean? There's a big one. There's a big one. Oh my god. I feel like I gotta lip them, so I don't want to break my buzzbait. Oh dog. Wait, why am I looking back there? You're right here. Sorry. Forgot to put the front GoPro on today. Isn't it funny to think, Val? Oh, this one go. Oh, I saw one come out and try to get it. Isn't that crazy though? Like, you just think all these fish up shallow, pretty dang clear water, on bed, being super finicky. It's gotta be a worm. It's gotta be a weightless worm, drop shot, Ned rig, whatever. Pick your poison. Some kind of small, soft plastic. And obviously I haven't had any luck doing that. I mean, and what's working? A big, noisy hunk of metal. Man, fish are weird. Oh, there's the one that just came out and tried to get it too. Oh my gosh. This buzzbait is so valuable to me right now. He's hot. Easy, buddy. Oh yeah. Oh my god, I saw him come on. That's crazy. Big one. Big one. Oh. You guys have never seen a buzzbait in your life before? Yeah, what is this? I think it is a Cavitron buzzbait, I want to say. It's got a little champ swimmer in the perch color on the back. It's got that gold single blade. It's noisy, makes some good ruckus, like the squeaky ruckus. Wow. Oh, that's so cool. The topwater bites just, can you ever get bored of them? Like, I don't think you can. You know. Oh, God, Smalley. Oh man. Dude, this is like, now that I was catching on a buzzbait 10 years ago, this is bringing back serious memories. Oh man. I mean, you can see all these fish. They're not all bass, obviously, when they're hanging just subsurface. Oh no, I shouldn't have boat flipped that one. Just bent this. Whatever. I mean, even if we lose this or it breaks, I feel like we've got our money's worth. Never fished it coming home when I've had the newer kayaks. Always kind of teased it and wanted to do it, but frankly there's a lot better options fishing wise, so I don't know, I just never come here. Just either go to the other parts of the canal, go to Cuga, Otisco, Owasco, wherever. That's just the reason I haven't come here. Just too many other options that are very good options in the spring. But I'm glad I came here. It's cool to see these fish active and alive and thriving. As I said, this is where I fished a lot growing up, just actually on the other side of that lock system, fishing from the bank. A lot of memories here. Remember there being a lot of fish here, but I also remember not just bank fishing here, but having some kayak trips out here. Other than the spring, I should say, that it's like Skunk City. It's a weird little section right here. It's very deep. These drop-offs are steep. And then of course you've got the lock system, so sometimes they draw this water all the way out, and this is just bare. So it's like, do these fish get flushed down the way? That's kind of what I thought in the past when I fished it with a kayak and kind of gave up on it. The few times that, oh my God. I'm not giving up on it now. Yeah, I just wondered if these fish are still here or how do they get back here? Clearly they find a way. Oh yeah, gotta mention, while I'm talking and pretending like I know what I'm doing, but it's easy to do that when they're biting like this. I mentioned this a couple videos back. Gotta shout out the deeper sonar. You guys know about that. I've been using it for years on the kayak, really enjoy it. In certain situations, certain settings, basically your portable fish finder syncs to your phone, ultimately gives you a lightweight, compact fish finder. Right now they're running a really good deal. If any of you guys are on the fence or have been on the fence about getting one of those units, right now might be a good time to do it. I think you can save like $100. So yeah, linked in the description if you guys are interested. But let's keep throwing a buzzbait. Oh my God. Dude, that fish is hanging out in the middle of nowhere. Those buoys are sitting in like, I don't know. Those buoys are probably in 20 foot at least. Guess it doesn't matter. They still provide shade, those buoys, no matter how deep they're sitting in. Those fish are out in, well, we'll see in a minute when we go over it with the fish finder. They're deep though. Oh, I can see them right there. Look at that. Fish right there. They're under these buoys. You little stinkers. Just kind of go right by them, I guess. Yeah, they're out in 26 foot of water, and there's bass suspended under them. Well, that was pretty dang cool. I think I'm gonna, it's not very far, but I got the motor, so why not use it? Let's go back to where we started and was throwing a weightless worm. Let's go back there with a buzz, see if we can trick a few. Yeah! Oh yeah! I don't know if you guys can get over there, but there's a ton on this bank right here. Oh yeah, I've seen probably 20 fish on it. Yeah, I'm lazy. Yeah. You got to get a kayak because there are a bunch of them on the other side too.
Yeah, we don't have life jackets yet. You got to get the life jackets and then we'll be out.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. We'll skip this area, let those guys fish it. Trying to get him to come in the boat so the female gets a little closer. It works both ways though. Sometimes it gets her back on, sometimes it spooks her away. There's you. He's a little fella. The female return though. She appears to not come back. Alright, how about a few more buzzbait fish? I'm sure they forgot about me. Oh, one came out, look. One was right behind it. That fish came from that tree, tracked that bait, which is tracking it again. It's not a big one, but probably 10 foot away from that fish. I think he saw me now. That's the problem. Once they see you, they don't bite it. It goes to show that fish came out so far to check out that buzzbait. Oh, what the heck? I threw it right by you, dude. How'd you not eat it? Oh, shit, are we going? As soon as I threw that, like, it wasn't even near the fish, he bolted. What's up with that? Alright, they are a little educated. Oh, he had it. Son of a gun. Got it. Good one. Good one. Nice. Finally one that wasn't super hard to catch. Thank you, sir. Looking good. I don't know what happened to that buzzbait deal. But good to have a backup plan or strategy. Some dead fish. Go back to the buzzer. I feel like they're not eating it now because I just fished this tree and I saw one come out of it. Just didn't come up and eat the bait. There's one sitting on this tree right here. That's interesting. Setting up shop right on the tree. Ain't not even that big. Just wanted to see if I could get him to bite on that tree. I guess not. First try. Saw a couple. There's two of them over there. Oh, look at the one moving. There's one. Yikes. Man, there's one following it in that was nice. Not the one I was fishing for. Oh, big waves. Finally. Thank you, sir. Right back to your home. Oh, my drag's too tight from last time. Or too loose from last time. Just gotta love a good old tug. Especially sight fishing, and it's fun. Thank you, buddy. Sticking them good today. Every fish has been like pinned in the roof of the mouth. Man, you guys are being more cooperative as the day goes on. Not a big one, but a fun one. Thank you, buddy. Oh, the rods are all up in the tree. That's good. That's good for the rods, you know. Just like get them in the tree and... Jeez. Buzzbait and flatworm. It's been a versatile trip, right? I mean, first few trips out seemed very pre-spawny or spawny, but I don't know, the conditions were pre-spawny. They're chilly, cold, rainy, catching big old fat fish. Now it's just like a full-blown spawn, hot weather kind of deal. Top water, pretty neat. You cooperated too. Oh, cool. Jumper. Neato. Oh, that one's too hot now. That's surprising. It's never happened. With the shade on, I'm surprised that happened. Usually that sunshade, well, always that sunshade protects that from overheating. I guess not this time. Dang. Alright, I guess you don't want to work. Go back to the buzz. See if they'll set up again on the buoys. They're opening the locks right now, so this water's going to start to move. It's like the delta with tides, and anywhere where they have a water control system, these fish will get used to it and they'll set up accordingly. Oh, I saw him come out and smoke it. No! Oh, I see it. I see another one. Oh, that was a good one. They are sitting there. Son of a gun. That was so cool. He came out from that third buoy down, got right behind it. Just didn't eat it all the way. Oh, so dang cool though. Oh my god, look at them all swimming over there. Oh my god, they're swimming over there. Man, that's wild. Look, right here. Oh, did you see that? He thought about it. He actually thought about it. Look, the lock is opening, the water's moving, and look where that fish goes, right under the buoy. again, sucker. All right, third time's the charm, I think. Third time is the charm. Kind of, yeah. Oof, there's a big one. I just don't know if that's on a bed or not. Big ones are just way more fickle. Way more fickle. In theory, this should be the setup point for me to make this fish feel comfortable. Ooh, he's gonna eat. It's a good one. I think this is the biggest bedfish of the day. 4-pounder. Didn't know if... Oh, he had it. Son of a gun. Oh, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Get back in there. Get back in there. Get back in there. Get her while she's hot. Get her while she's hot. Come on. Get it again. Got it. Good one. Good one. Look at this one. Woohoo! Thank you, sir. Man, finally one of the big bedfish actually I was able to get to bite. The bigger ones have definitely been a little picky. 3.5. Good girl. Well guys, that was a fun day. Kind of going down memory lane, fishing a place that I grew up fishing. Took my first kayak out for the first time here. And yeah, I guess I should have been fishing it more all these past years because it was phenomenal today. Got started working right along this bank right here. You could see a ton of fish up on bed. I mentioned this, but that's kind of the trippy part about this place is it's a canal. There's a lock system right behind my shoulder. There's years in the winter where they drain this thing completely. I'm not sure when the last time they did it was, but I know it's happened. They do let the water down and you just kind of wonder where the fish might go if they ever come back. It's clearly got a nice population of fish. I guess fish are pretty resilient. They find their way back to good habitat. And this place has a lot of good habitat. Saw a bunch of fish up on bed, but they were acting a little funny. And I always kind of thought that mainly because I've been fishing in California the last 7-8 years, that a lot of those bedfish were really tough to catch and they were finicky because of pressure. But I can tell you there's very little pressure out here and these fish were finicky. I think it's just the time of year, their mood more than anything, because they would not eat. I mean, I was blind casting a wacky worm and I did not get a single bite. Kind of sad because I saw so many fish up shallow and they're supposed to be eating the finesse worm, but I just couldn't get them to go. Crossed onto the other side and picked up a buzzbait. My only buzzbait that I actually found the other day in an old tackle box. Decided to throw that around mainly because I saw a bunch of fish not only on bed but really subsurface. There was a lot of fish, carp, bass, everything just hanging below the surface. I mean, today's been definitely the warmest day that I've been home, so I don't know if that heat just kind of made them all come up, but figured something on top just above their head maybe to get them to react. You know, if they're not eating finesse, you got to maybe force feed them. And that was the ticket. Good old buzzbait, little champ swimmer trailer. Whew, that was a lot of fun. That was maybe one of the most fun bites I've had in a long time. I mean, I love all kinds of bites, but man, when you see these fish come out from logs, cover, wherever, and they come up and they trail behind your buzzbait and you can see it and they smoke it, that is so freaking cool. I actually had one that would have been a pretty dang cool catch. Stood up, saw that fish right in front of me, rolled that buzzbait right by its head. It came up and almost got it. It was this close to getting it, and that was a solid fish. But yeah, I mean, I kept that thing locked in my hand, got some good bites on it. It was definitely a lot of fun. Even fishing in deeper water, you'd think maybe these fish are all shallow, but no, there were some fish out in like 20 foot cruising around, even right by the buoys on the other side of the lock system. If there's shade, there's cover, that'll attract the fish, especially on a hot day like this. And had a couple of fish blow up from the buoys. That was pretty neat. Yeah, I thought I'd be able to actually circle this little lake for a few times and get some scrap fish, you know, fish that I missed the first time on that buzzbait, but that was pretty much it. They stopped eating it. I don't know what was going going on with that. Luckily, decided to pick up the old drop shot, do some bed fishing. Caught some fish on bed. They weren't super easy to catch. It took a little bit to catch some of them and longer for others, but you know, if you put the time in and if you kind of studied the fish today, if I saw the fish stay on bed, I fished for those for a minute or two and caught some nice ones that are all on the drop shot. I got them fired up with a gilly. Yeah, fun day of fishing. Think we might have to add this one to the list now when we come back to New York, at least in the spring. But guys, New York trip number 5 in the books. Nice little rebound trip because our last trip on Cayuga was a little challenging, a little tougher. Today was a lot of fun catching some numbers and catching them in a really fun way. That's gonna do it for today's video. As always, and thank you guys for watching, for coming along. Hope you guys are still enjoying the New York series, and I will catch you guys in the next one.